Hello everyone and welcome back to
The Box Office!
I'm so sorry that this video is late. That is due to the fact that, for new viewers, in case you didn't know, I live in Florida and we just went through a massive hurricane. Hannah and I are okay. We are part of the lucky ones. We live in Orlando, so we weren't that close to the shoreline. However, there are tons of people who have lost a lot and are really suffering through the storm. So in the link in the description of this video, you'll find a link to be able to donate to victims of Hurricane Milton, if you feel free to do so, because not everyone was as lucky as I was. Diving into the video. So I was actually right in my predictions for once for this week, which almost never fucking happens. Joker Filet Adieu came in first with a, albeit disappointing, $37.6 million. Wild Robot came in second, dropping 47% in its second week with $18.8 million. Beetlejuice came in third with another $10 million in its fifth week. Transformers 1 took a 41% drop between week 2 and week 3, making $5.3 million. And Speak No Evil came in fifth with $2.7 million in its fourth week. Now, $37 million, while is a number that a lot of movies would love to make in their opening weekend, for Joker Filet Adieu, hugely disastrous number. The first film, for example, opened to $96 million on a budget of about $50. This film opened to 37 on a budget of $200, which means it has a long way to go if it wants to hit profitability. However, it has a D cinema score, which is not a good sign for the next weeks to come. It will likely have bigger drop-offs at the box office, as cinema score and performance through week to week do tend to be tied together, usually. The only other case I can really think of in recent-ish memory of this happening is the Alice in Wonderland, Alice Through the Looking Glass debacle. Alice in Wonderland came out, made over $1 billion, much like the first Joker film did, surprised every executive in the world, and then they immediately greenlit a sequel, made Alice Through the Looking Glass, and that movie fell flat on its face financially, and it's looking like Joker Filet Adieu will likely do the same, unfortunately. It's really tough to know when you've struck lightning in a bottle and when you've struck a brand new franchise that can continue forward, and unfortunately seem to be lightning in a bottle for the standalone Joker movies. Diving into the numbers more specifically, Joker Filet Adieu worldwide has a total of $118 million so far. Again, the numbers is listing it as 190, so we'll go with that. 0.6 times the budget, long way to go. I do not think this will be profitable for the studio. It will definitely end up being a money loser. Wild Robot has $104 million worldwide. It's cracked that $100 million worldwide mark. Good for that movie. It is now at 1.3 times that $78 million production budget, so it does have a little bit while to go, but if it keeps maintaining strong holds like it did this week with that, I think it was 42%, then hopefully this can get to that profitability margin and make some good money for the studio. It's a great film. It deserves to make the money. Beetlejuice now has $404 million worldwide, making 4 times the budget on that $100 million budget. Listen, everyone has to be happy with that number in the making of this film. It's performed greatly for the studio. Transformers 1, unfortunately, is just another sad case for the movies. Made $98 million worldwide total so far, and it was made on a budget of $75. It's at 1.3. It's definitely going to get across 100, but it needed to make a lot more than that for confidence in this animated spin-off part of the franchise, and a sequel is unlikely. It doesn't mean it's impossible, but I definitely think that a sequel is unlikely as of now. Speak No Evil is at $67 million worldwide, and a lot of you may be thinking, you're about to refer to this as a success, but it's made so much less than all those previous movies. True, but it was made on a budget of 15, so it's made 4.5 times that budget back. So far, it's the most profitable movie of everything I just listed for the studio. That's Blumhouse. They keep those budgets down, and, good for Speak No Evil. Now, I want to bring up Megalopolis, and I hate to kind of end on a negative note, but it's just insane how much of a money loser this movie is. It's made $8 million worldwide so far on a budget of about $100. It's probably not even going to make 1/10 if it even gets to $10 million worldwide, so that is really sad for Megalopolis, but hopefully Francis Ford Coppola can make another movie before his career is over. This upcoming week's box office will be very interesting indeed. You have a couple of new releases sprinkled in there, and it's going to be based on how some of the current movies in the top 5 perform and how they'll carry over next week, but I do expect there to be some shakeups. My predictions right now are going to be Saturday Night coming in first. I think it's had great word of mouth and great marketing from the film festivals it's premiered at. Second place, I'm actually going to make a kind of a bold prediction and say Terrifier 3 is going to come in second place. It's been on an upward trajectory since the first one. Is it niche enough to get into that second place spot? We'll have to see, but I'm going to go Saturday Night, Terrifier. Third, I'll go Joker, Filet à Deux. Fourth, I will go The Wild Robot. And in fifth, I will go Beetlejuice. Now, Superman, the Christopher Reeve story, opens wide this weekend. It's a great film if you haven't seen it, so that may get an uptick in box office there. The Apprentice, Sebastian Stan, comes out this weekend. I think it will do relatively okay for its indie budget, but, it is kind of a hot button topic movie with an election coming up, so who knows if that will drive higher numbers or if it will draw reserve numbers for people to watch it later. But regardless, it's going to be a really interesting weekend at the box office next weekend. I'm greatly looking forward to it. What are your guys' predictions? Please leave them in the comments and I'll shout you out on the show if you are correct. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.